We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. Now, this stock, a lot of people are excited about it. It's been squeezing, pushing up higher, but it's rejected at key levels and it's coming down to a key support level here in the aftermarket hours. And we need to talk about what the charts are showing. And it wasn't the only stock struggling to stay up. The overall market pulled down as well. And our QQQ bot in 7:06 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward towards the bell and even after the bell, there was a continuation of weakness. And within hours, puts were up 200% plus, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, QQQ bot, newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. So here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc., and the stock is trying to hold itself up. It's at some key levels within this whole entire range here. If you go ahead and put two lines, you can kind of see that channel here, and the question mark is, which way is it going to get dominated, by the bears or the bulls? That's what we're going to break down in today's video. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up on the screen, these are some of the home runs we managed to find last week. And we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Not guaranteed to be this way, but we strive for them. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the two stocks I mentioned this morning. Both of them gave jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus. But one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was EAR. We caught this one in the pre-market consolidating under a bear indicator and towards the bell, shifted into strength on 42 vision, got that bull indicator and jumped up to a highest point of 40% plus, pulled back down and ran up again with strength and a bull indicator, giving a second highest point of 40% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So as I was stating earlier in the video, this range right here and within this channel, it's at a very pivotal level of either bouncing back up and finding support or breaking through a key support level within the current channel, right? We're going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, we're going to pull up our inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds an extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond, and here it is sitting in this sideways action, even though it's had its runs back up. Today it rejected at a key resistance level where it rejected yesterday, and today it rejected again at a pivotal level where these bear indicators popped up near each other, right? Same thing, highest points almost up here at $30, $29, then coming back down towards the 28, 27 range, almost 26 on the low end, and then getting these bear indicators popping up to then reject and go even lower. And it's finding support here again so far, right where things actually bottomed yesterday and ran into today. And the question mark is it over? A lot of people are asking that question, and this is pivotal because the outflow started to pick up yesterday. It was very dominant here on the 30-minute, and once it crossed, there was a lot of weakness. The reason why it ran back up, you get that strength here in transition on 42 vision, bull indicator from $24 to highs here of 30, almost a $6 jump, about 20 to 30%, and you got those inflows picking up. It crossed right over the midpoint again. But shortly after today, it crossed again, tried bringing itself back up. And what happened? It rejected again very quickly, and we're back below the midpoint, and outflows have been dominating since yesterday. All in between, this has been volatility and very weak jumps, even though it looks like it was starting to gain momentum, because the outflows have lost traction, especially how things have lost inflow dominance and the outflows are pushing it down. And then yesterday, yes, we were above the midpoint. Inflows picked up at open and it went from $15 all the way up to $28. Nearly 100% move on the day. Things started to leave really quickly, and today, no real dominance in inflows, if not outflows based off the 30-minute. And if we zoom out, it's going to look something like this on the 30-minute, how you see this big downward push. On the 4-hour 1 day, which is where we're going to break down the key levels we need to watch here within the chart. So let's go ahead and look at the bigger picture here. And on the 4-hour, you could see here how things are starting to form. You see what I'm talking about? That big downward push, it is starting to build up. That's what I'm going to be watching for, because it's just beginning. Now, could this all be a fake out and be the bull run and the setup for the next run? Well, we need to see inflows continue to pick up, especially on the 4-hour. Here we are under red, guys, and it's starting to form just like that 30-minute, right? This is the bigger picture in the charts, and the inflows losing traction and outflows picking up. But when we're above the midpoint, the reason why the stock has not completely collapsed is because the inflows are still dominating within the volatility, and we're still under a bull indicator here, and things are shifting from bright green to bright green with red border. So I'm going to be watching this very carefully if it starts to turn into something like the 30-minute, where it became a big outflow projection, right? Going downwards, big red, no green, no looking for, stability and trying to bring itself back up away from the midpoint, if not a continuation like it happened yesterday. Today, it did try 2 times, but it rejected both times, and that's why the stock is sitting sideways and not going much higher, because outflows have been dominating since yesterday, especially since way up here, this big move, and then everything going on here has been pretty weak, and the outflows rejected here again. I'm going to be watching for it to try to bring itself back up to this midpoint. That's going to be very important, and this bear indicator to get canceled out by another possible bull indicator on any reversal. That's the main thing I'm going to be watching going into tomorrow and even the rest of this week. This is pivotal. Now, again, the 4-hour is still up there, but I'm going to be watching if that whole entire projection and trajectory starts to form like we saw in the 30-minute yesterday. Now, on the 1 day, same thing. It's in a straight up shot. We got that bull indicator since way down here at 560, pushing up really high. And right now, the main thing that can slow things down on the 1 day is if it kind of sits sideways or it starts to pull back like the 4-hour and turn red. Right now, we do not see that. It is still green and in an upward straight shot. It needs to stay like that if this is going to have any bigger picture momentum to last. If not, it could be fading pretty quickly if it actually starts to sit sideways and do something like this or something like this, which is where things actually kind of plateaued before they fell in the last 2 runs that you could see here from December of 2021 and April of 2022. So definitely keep these levels in mind and what's going on here. And I'm going to be watching that on 42 Vision. Now, compared to previous runs, when you come back here towards January of 2021, when it went all the way up to $50, things are still having room to go much higher if these inflows dominate and stay straight up in a straight shot. If it kind of plateaus like it did here, or switches to red, things may start to look like they're slowing down based off the 1 day. Doesn't mean that the chart's completely destroyed, because there still is a big distance between the midpoint and the peak of where we're at. But super important to keep in mind that as soon as that happens, the last 2 times it's happened, things do tend to slow down. Not guaranteed to move exactly the same, but again, I'm just going off of how the charts have reacted, where we're at, and we're at some key resistance levels here based off the last time we ran, and we rejected $30.07 all over again like it did last time. Okay, this is nothing new. This is super important, breaking above $30 if this wants to go any higher, and then the next resistance level is up at $37 to $40. But we're gonna zoom in here and look at the 15-minute. This is what I'm really watching within the volatility, because when we shift from white with red borders to bright green, this is what we call the rip area. This is what we call the dip areas, right? So far, we've hit a dip area. The first support to watch here is $18. If that gets broken through, the next support is $15. And right now, the outflows are dominating, but they're trying to shift back up from red to green. And I'm going to be watching if this could continue to bring itself back up and try to cross the midpoint here. And if these transitions can start from white with red borders to red with green borders and continue to shift into bright green and possibly even a bull indicator in the process that can cancel out this bear indicator based off the 15-minute. This is going to be very, very important in the bigger picture, because how the volatility reacts within the smaller time frames, it could then affect the bigger picture and also impact the 30-minute and start trying to bring it back up, cancel out that bear indicator, and bring it back up towards the midpoint. But if it continues to reject, even though it crosses and it tries to bring itself back up and reject once it gets there like it did today, it will continue to have trouble breaking through resistance levels. I shared with you guys the supports at $18 and $15, but to the upside, the first resistance level is $26, and $23 could even be used as a midpoint. So something very important to keep in mind. 23 first, then 26 is more significant, and then obviously the highs at $30. But that's not just the key resistance level from today, if not when you zoom out from the last time things ran back in March. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.